What's been going on in Haines? It's almost too much. We had like 4 feet of snow. Powtown turns to the road, and then it froze up pretty hard, and then we had 10 inches of rain, and everything flooded.
Yeah, you know I can't see you no more. And frankly, I shouldn't have to repeat myself. And you know, all the time.
So I got a SAR call to come out to the harbor and help with the evacuation, and once I got here I could see the slide that had opened up there on Beach Road. And I watched the Coast Guard helicopter come in from Sitka and start scanning the debris field. And in that moment, I sort of realized how serious this event was going to be. The next day, 90 some people met at the fire station here to do the search and rescue for David and Janae. And I was one of the 8 people to go out to the slide. And standing on the edge of the slide, I just sort of realized the gravity of the situation, that there weren't any trees anymore, there weren't any houses anymore, the road was gone. Anything that had once been there was now under tons and tons of rock and mud and trees and debris, or it was underwater. The slide was several hundred feet wide and maybe 800 or 900 feet tall, almost to the top of the mountainside. And it was humbling to stand there in that destruction, but it was also heartbreaking to stand there as well. So after 3 days of being shut down by bad weather and unsafe conditions on the search and rescue, I gave up and came to Lynn's, where I was renting a room, because it had flooded here pretty severely. 20 other people showed up, and we opened all the walls and pulled out insulation and started drying the house to keep it from being lost to flood damage. And it felt great to be able to do something to help this town start recovering. And it's been a week now, and it's starting to sink in, and I'm struggling to make this video because usually my videos are about skiing or paddling or loving life in Alaska, and I don't feel that right now. I'm sad. I'm sad that David and Janae are gone, and I'm sad for their families. I'm sad for the Haines school. I'm sad for all of Janae's students. There's so much hurt in this town right now. It can be hard to process. We're a small town, but we're a strong town. And I think that this is something that David knew. He had spent a decade traveling all over the world before he decided to move here, fall in love, buy a house, and make this his home. He saw something in Haines that I think everyone who's traveled here and everyone who's chosen to live here has felt. Janae grew up here, and she graduated the first year that I worked at the school. And then she went to college, and she chose to come back to Haines to work with the kids here, to make this town the best place that she could. And I don't know why they're gone, and I don't know how to make it right, because there is no way. But what I do know is that I'm glad that I knew David, and I'm glad that I knew Janae. And fixing houses and search and rescue and finding bodies, it's a distraction. And it's a necessary distraction so that things can heal. And as time and properties and hearts and minds heal, I think that we'll realize that Janae and David, they may be gone, but they're not lost. Because the things that we have learned from them, they'll always be part of us.
All those lovely little things you do. yeah, they don't mean nothing if I can't